In today's video, we're going to talk about and implement retargeting or cross-platform retargeting. Very exciting stuff. Without further ado, let's just dive into it and let's get to work. All right, so inside of my computer, let's go. Here's what we're going to cover today. What paid retargeting is, then we're going to implement the meta retargeting, Facebook and Instagram, then ad roll retargeting, which is the Google Display Network, and then do a summarize at the end. So we have a ton of actionable things to go through today. And if you enjoyed this course so far, if you get results, make sure to subscribe on my YouTube channel. Also follow me on Instagram for important updates regarding the course. Share the course. I need your guys' help. Let's start a revolution and change people's lives together. Just spread the word. You don't need to do a video or whatever. Just tell people about it, essentially. That's what I ask for. If there's somebody who might need the course, right? Warning, this is the most important video in the entire course right now. And watch the entire video, don't skip around, don't fast forward. Watch all of the videos in sequential order, take action, and yeah, you should know this by now. Pro tip, watch the video in double speed if you want to save yourself some time. Paid retargeting. Okay, so we went through this in a previous video, but let's reiterate. Basically what paid retargeting is that let's say you do organic outreach, you get a prospect to your website, but then they leave your website without booking a call or without becoming a lead. And then what you can do is to show them ads over and over again to drive them back to your website so that they don't forget about you. It's great for brand building. It's a great complement to your organic outreach because you might spend a ton of time getting a ton of new people to your website using organic outreach, but then you let pretty much all of the leads fall through the cracks. And then by just implementing a simple retargeting campaign, which is super cheap, like $150 to $300 per month, then they are going to see ads from you all over the place all the time. So it's just going to make it a lot easier for you to build your brand and trust and authority and close more clients. So as soon as you have your first client, you should definitely start a paid retargeting campaign. It's going to help you a lot. Cost. Retargeting is extremely cheap. A rule of thumb is $10 per day per 10,000 people in your audience. We're going to set up those audiences today and all of the pixels and all of that and the conversions and all of that as well. Platforms, right? So you can use retargeting on all platforms, Meta, Google, LinkedIn, TikTok. However, I recommend focusing on the main two first, Meta and Google, that is, or the Google Display Network, basically digital banner ads. If you want to set up YouTube retargeting as well, or LinkedIn retargeting as well, or TikTok retargeting, you can, but it's like only doing Meta and Google, it's more than enough. They're going to see you on Instagram, Facebook every single day, and all of the websites out there as well. YouTube can actually be pretty cool as well. So if that's something you want to set up, that's something that you can do as well. But start with the main two first. Automated follow-up. So retargeting is like an automated follow-up system. If they just visit your website once, you will be able to retarget them. That's why having a VSL or a video sales letter or a case study video or a funnel in your organic outreach arsenal is very powerful. And we talked about this in a previous video, but when you do paid advertising and spend a lot of money into paid advertising, you need to have a funnel to be able to track how much you pay per lead and how much you pay per booked appointment. It's also a very nice thing to have when you do retargeting, because if they click your ad, instead of just bringing them back to your main website and hope they do the right thing, you can retarget them back to your opt-in page and you will guide them through the process. Opt in here, watch the video, book a call, we jump on a sales call and we take it from there, right? Showcase your service. So when prospects start to see you all over the web after reviewing your website just once, they will start to see the potential using retargeting for their own business as well, right? They will also know that you're legit, that you're a real agency owner, that you practice what you preach essentially, right? Which is very important. And when to use retargeting? Well, as soon as you get your first client and you get some cash flow into your business, start to reinvest like $10 per day or $300 per month into GDN or Google Display Network and Meta retargeting campaign. It will help you to get your second and third client a lot faster. So if you've set up your plan right now and most likely you've started a plan, you should have your first client now when you start to implement paid retargeting. You're sending 25 outreach messages every single day via the new method, right? And now you can basically add on retargeting as well, and you're gonna put your organic outreach on steroids, because now you're mainly doing organic outreach, but you're also utilizing the power of paid retargeting advertising, right? So this is the goal. Business strategy, you have set up the fundamentals. We do the organic outreach with the new method, or the new way essentially. You get your first client, you reinvest $10 per day into paid retargeting, and then you continue with your normal outreach plan. You get retargeting work for you automatically in the background. You get your 3 to 5 clients within 90 days, or even 5 to 7 clients. points. You get to 10, 15, or maybe even $20,000 per month within the first 90 days. You get a proof of concept, and then you scale with ads to $20,000 plus per month, right? So this is the goal. I hope this excites you. I'm getting excited by this for your sake. Like, I'm so pumped to see what you guys will be able to do with this, right? Meta. So let's start with Meta, and let's start to set up Meta right now. Let's just dive into it. So the first thing we're going to do is that we're going to sign up with a Facebook Business Manager at business.facebook.com. It's completely for free. It only costs you when you start to actually spend money on ads. And you want to sign in with your personal Facebook profile. Then we're going to create an ad account. Then we're going to connect your Facebook page, then your Instagram page, and then you set up a pixel as well. So let's do this right now. I'm actually going to open up an incognito window, and what you do is go to business.facebook.com. And when you get to this page, what you are going to do, they've actually updated this page right now, I can see quite recently. What you want to do is just to click on login, and then you want to log in with your normal Facebook account. You log in with your normal Facebook account. I already have a Meta Business Manager account, but you're basically going to click there, log in, and then I will see you on the other side essentially. Just go through the setup process. It's very straightforward. They guide you through everything, and then I will see you on the next page. All right, so once you've signed up with the Facebook Business Manager, you will most likely not see a screen like I have in front of me right here, but you will have like a newer, updated version of it. So what I recommend if you do, when you see that essentially, is that you go down to the bottom left corner, and it's going to be, I think it is, yeah. So you're going to click in the bottom here, the bottom left corner. I think it is a question mark or something like that. You click there, and then it says switch to Business Manager. You click on switch to Business Manager, and then you just go through the process that you want to switch to the normal Business Manager, and then you will be presented with a page that looks like this. All right. So again, if you don't see a page that looks like mine, click on the question mark in the bottom left corner, click to switch to Business Manager, and then just go through that process, and then you will be presented with a page that looks pretty much similar to this. The next thing you want to do is click in the menu here in the top left, and then we want to go to Business Settings right away. And once we get into Business Settings, the first thing you want to do is that you're going to see yourself here under People, right? So you're going to do that. Partners is the next thing. So basically what a partner is that you can be a partner for other businesses. We're not gonna talk too much about this right now. And also if you work with a media buyer, you should know how this works as well. But you can basically invite other business managers into your own business manager. So up here in the menu, you can see your own business ID. And so you can use this business ID to be invited to your clients' business managers, let's say, as a partner. Or you can invite, let's say you want to invite your media buyer to your business manager. You can also invite him as a partner into your own account, or as a person into your own account, and then give him access to your client's partner's account. We're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves here. Today, we're not gonna focus too much on that. We're just gonna set everything up here first so that you can do your retargeting, right? So make sure that you're added as a person in here. The next thing we do is that we go to Pages. So when you go to Pages, what you wanna do is that you wanna connect your own page. And if you don't have a page of your own right now, then you need to create a page. So how you add a page is either you basically click the add button, the blue button right here, and then you can either add a page that you already own and control. So if you have already set up a page that you want to run your ads from, you can add that page, or you can create a new page. You can either go two different routes here, right? You can either do the retargeting from your personal business page. So let me clarify. So if I go to Facebook right now, I have one page for my agency and I have one page for myself, right? So here is the agency page. It looks like this. So here I have the agency page with the homeservice.co, with the logo and everything. We have some posts here, etc., etc. And then I also have my personal page, right? Right now I use this personal page for this course essentially, right? I brand everything under Max Pearson. But actually what I found, I ran ads from this Max Pearson page for the longest period of time because it makes it more personal essentially, right? Because people like to see people on Instagram. Alternatively, you can use your agency. It's really up to you. I would actually recommend it depends on what niche you're in as well. But I would actually recommend to create a page under your name first and run the ads from there. Even if you're a bigger team, if you run an agency and you're a bigger team and everything, Sabri Subi, for example, I think he's running, he has a huge agency. So if you just check up Sabri Subi here, for example, right? He's running a ton of ads for his business that is called King Kong, right? But he does everything under his personal page as well. And a ton of entrepreneurs and consultants do it that way. So I'm not just speaking from my own experience, but there's a reason why people like to run ads from the personal page because it's a real name, and you can also show your profile picture. People can see what you look like versus just having like a brand, because it looks like an ad right away. So actually I would recommend setting up a page under your own name and do that first. So definitely do go through that process. It's very simple. Also make sure that you have some, let's see here, if we go into the page right here, make sure if you're gonna run ads from this page, just make sure that you have some personal posts essentially, or some posts that are related to your agency. You can also update the banner right here with a link to your website, and you can have the intro right here and have some posts. All right, so that's the first thing, connect your page. And the next thing you want to do is to add an ad account. And how you add an ad account is also very simple. You just simply click on add and you click on create new ad account, and you want to name the ad account your domain name, number 1. So in my case, that would be personads.com number 1, right? Because that is the website I've used an example as in this course so far. So just name it something like that, or your name, like Max Pearson number 1, for example, or something like that. Doesn't really matter. Go through the process, add your ad account, and also add a payment method to that ad account as well. Once that is done, once you've added your ad account, what you can do, or actually we're gonna wait with that. So yeah, set up the ad account. The next thing you wanna do is to go to data sources, go to pixels, and then you're gonna create a pixel as well. And basically what a pixel is, it's a piece of code that you install on your website. So you can think of Facebook is Facebook or Meta, right? Facebook and Instagram, and then you have your website, and the pixel is like a bridge in between. So it makes it possible for Facebook to talk to your website essentially. And what you can do is that you can identify visitors on your website. So as soon as somebody visits your website, you can then identify their profile on Instagram and on Facebook, and you can retarget them with ads. So that's how that works. So you want to go to pixels and then click on add here as well. And then you just go through this process and you set up a new pixel. I'm not going to go through this right now because I don't want to set up a new pixel, but you're basically going to go through here, and then you don't have to put in your in the website there. You just click continue essentially. Then you're gonna get a code. Once you get that code, you log into your high level account essentially. So in my case, it's going to be app.pearsonads.com. I'm going to log in right here, and then I will go into my sub account, right? Once you're inside of your account, you just go to sites, and then we go into the funnels. You click on your funnel, and then what you want to do is go to settings right here, and then paste that pixel code that you got from Facebook in the head section right here. So you just copy paste it right here. That's how you do it. Once you're done, you click on save. And then what you can do as well is that if I go to maxpearson.com here, if you have Chrome, what you can install is a tool called the Facebook Pixel Helper. So you can just, if I search for Facebook Pixel Helper, you will see it here under the Chrome extension, right? So you can install this Chrome extension into your Chrome browser if you want to. And then if I go to my website, you will see that if I click here, I will see that I have my own pixel installed, maxpearson.com pixel essentially, right? And if I just refresh the page, let's see here, if we do it again, if we click here, and we can see that it's right here, right? So that's just a good way to see that it's working, that it's live essentially. All right, let's go back to the presentation. Okay, so we've installed okay, let's go back here actually. Okay, so we've set up the pixel. The next thing we wanna do is to go to brand safety and go to domains, and then click on add, and then you wanna create a new domain, and then you wanna write in your domain here. So in my case, that would be personads.com. Let me think here. I'm actually going to do this in this account. No, I'm not. But you're gonna click on add. Okay, I don't wanna do that right now, but you're going to click on add. Once you've done that, you're going to get a code that you can install inside of on your website essentially, right? So once you get that code, you do the same thing. You get back to the settings, you go to the head tracking code, and you paste that code in here as well. You click on save, and then you basically go here to just verify the domain essentially, right? It's pretty straightforward. You can do it with your DNS and CNAME records. There's gonna be like a drop-down menu here where you can select different ways to verify your domain essentially. You wanna select the HTML code or whatever they call it. Basically install an HTML code on your website, and you take that code again, you go into your funnel, you go into settings, and you paste it under the head tracking code here, click save, and then you go back to Facebook and click on verify, and that's how you verify your domain, all right? Then what you want to do finally is to go to the business info tab. And here what you want to do is just to first of all make sure that you have your business name here on top, and then you also want to select your primary page by clicking edit. You also want to click on edit here to put in your legal business name, your address, your business phone, your website, your tax ID if you have that, and you can also go through a process here to verify your business. And then at the bottom here, just make sure that you verified your email as well. So you should have got an email from Facebook to verify your email. So make sure that you do that as well. If you haven't verified your email, then it will say like resend the verification email or something like that. So definitely put that in that information. Once you've done that, you can go to Security Center, and then you will be able to see here that verification for your business essentially. So you can go through a process here to verify your business as well. If you're in the United States, it's very, very simple. You can just basically send in, you can just do it online essentially. If you're in another country like myself, I'm in Sweden, so I had to send in some like papers, copy of some papers of how I from when I set up my real business essentially. But it's just a good idea. In some case scenarios, you will not see this verified option in the beginning because you just have too new of account, but definitely check back on this tab, Security Center, within a couple of weeks or so after you've started your retargeting campaign, and most likely it will have shown up and you can verify your business. It's highly recommended. You get some more perks, you can add some more ad accounts, and it also allows you to kind of show Facebook that you're like a real business and they will trust you more and not shut your ad account down or anything like that. All right, so that's definitely recommended as well. Once that is done, what you should do is that you go into your domains, and then, so if I take home service here, for example, you go into your domain, you click on connected assets, and then what you want to do is click on add assets, and then you want to go to your, basically search for your page. You can see here that your page is connected to your domain as an asset. That's the first thing. Then if you go into data sources, go to pixels, and then basically select your pixel right here, and then go to connected assets, and then I think you can add assets here as well. So ad accounts, yeah, so you can add this pixel to your specific ad account. This is a pixel that I'm not utilizing right now, so that's why it doesn't show. Let me go to the home service one here. I can show you what it looks like. Let's see, where is home service? All right, so here, yeah, you can see, right? So if I go to connected assets right here, we have the home service.co1 ad account connected to the pixel. So you definitely want to do that. You can also go to the Instagram accounts here and make sure that you add your Instagram account by logging in. And then under connected assets, you can also connect the ad account. I'm actually having the wrong ad account here. So I'm actually going to add a new ad account for this one here on the call. So I'm going to search for my ad account. Right there, click on add, and now I've added the ad account to my Instagram account as well. Same thing when you go to the page, make sure that you select your page, and then here I don't think that you can have any connected assets, it looks like. But if you go to your ad accounts, we can check this as well. So under your ad account, connected assets, add assets, you can add that to your business here as well. So you can add that. Technical issue, okay, if I refresh. Yeah, okay, so connected assets, no, I couldn't do that for some reason. If I go to my current ad account, connected assets, add assets, line of business. Okay, yeah, for some reason it doesn't work right now, some bug or whatever. But make sure that you go through all of this. You definitely want to connect the pixel with the ad account and with the domain and so on and so forth, right? Connect your Facebook page and also connect your Instagram page, right? It can be a bit scary this when you haven't done it before, but if you're just following along the instructions in this video, it's going to be very simple. You just go here again under business settings and you just go through everything that I've showed you. Once that is done, what you want to do is that you want to go to the menu here again, and then you want to scroll down to billing. And as you get to billing, you want to select your ad account, and then you want to click on payment settings. And once you're in the payment settings right here, you want to make sure that you have a payment method added. So you can add a payment method and then just simply add your credit card essentially. It's very straightforward. You can also change your payment threshold right here, and I recommend changing this to $900. That's the max. And so basically what that means is that Facebook is just going to charge you every $900. In the beginning, they're gonna charge $5, then $10, then $15, then $20. So you're gonna get more transactions in the beginning, and then as you go, you build up to those $900 per transaction, so that you're not getting a ton of invoices of $10 each, but you're getting one invoice every $900 essentially. That's why you do it. All right, so that's basically it. Let's go back to the instructions now. Let's go back in here. Meta. All right, so we've signed up, we've added the ad account, we've added the Facebook page, the Instagram page, the pixel as well. We've added that to your website. We verified your domain. We have also verified your business. It's not mandatory. If you can't do that right now, that's fine. You can check back on it in a week or two. Add payment method, we did that. Set up event. Okay, so this is what we're going to do right now. This is not really mandatory when you do retargeting, but it's still good practice. So I want to show you guys how to do this. So what we're going to do is that we're going to log into high level, create a new automation for the Facebook conversion API, and connect it to the Facebook and prioritize your aggregated event measurement and add both lead and booked appointments. So we're basically going to set up something called the Facebook conversion API, and high level helps us with this and make it super simple. So the first thing you're going to do is to go into your sub account, go into automations, and then you're going to create a new automation. And we are going to start this from scratch, create a new workflow. And then I'm going to call this one 5, and I'm going to call it Facebook KPI or conversion API and lead essentially, right? So we're going to send the lead data back to Facebook as we generate a lead essentially. That's what that is. Then we're going to add new workflow, and here we're going to click on form submitted. And the form that you're going to select is going to be the free case study form, right? So as soon as you generate a lead, we want this automation to trigger essentially. And yeah, so that's everything that we need. Form submitted, and we can also name this one line like lead. We can name it lead form submitted, like that. Save trigger. And then what we want to do is that you want to search for Facebook right here. So we add a new, click on the plus sign right here, and then search action, we search for Facebook, and then you select the Facebook conversion API. So then what you want to do here is that you want to go into and get the access token. So if you go back into the Facebook Business Manager, and then we go into the Events Manager right here. All right. And then we simply make sure that you have your business account selected up here to the left. We go into data sources, and then you want to select your pixel right here. So I'm just going to search for my own pixel right here. This is the pixel, and I think, yeah. And then what you're going to do is that you're going to go into settings, and then you're going to scroll down and then click on, let's see here. The first thing, you can set up the conversion API by following this step-by-step guide. All right, so we click on get started here. We click on next, set up. And then what we want to do is just click on continue. And then additional events, we can select here. So other business category, you can select here, other business category. And we want to find schedule right here as well. So we want to have page view, lead, and schedule. Click on continue. And then what you want to select here, for lead recs, I don't think you need that, but you need the email, the browser ID, and also the, let's see here, the first name. Let's do this. All right, so I'm inside help.gohighlevel.com, and this article is called Facebook Conversion API Triggering Workflows. And if you just, basically what I'm looking for in this video is, because you can look through this video and read this article if you want some extra help. But here you can see which customer information parameters can we use. So we use client IP address, client user agent. So if I go back here, we do client user agent, and we'd also do the client IP address, which we have right there. The next thing we do is email, first name, surname. So we have email, first name, and we do last name as well. And then he had browser ID and click ID. So we are going to do browser ID right there. And then we have the click ID right here, right? So in total, we have 7 different ones, right? 1, 2, 3, yeah. And here we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so we have 7 that we select. So now we're just going to select them for the lead. We're going to do the same thing for the schedule. So client IP address, first name, client user agent, client ID, browser ID, last name, and also email, right? So all of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's perfect. And then for page view, I don't think this really matters, but we can use the same thing here. So email, client IP, click ID, first name, client user, browser ID, and yeah, that's it's right. And last name as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we have some more here like phone. So we have 4 plus 3, that's 7. All right, then we click on continue. Once you've done that for all 3 of them, then we click on continue again, and then we click on finish. All right, once that is done, we're going to go back into settings. And then what you can do is that you're going to click on generate access token. I'm not going to do that right now because I've already done it, but you're going to click on generate access token. Once that is done, you're going to get a long number string essentially. You're going to paste that number string right here under access token. All right, so you do that, you place that there. The next thing you do is that you go to scroll on top, and then you copy your pixel ID right here. So you click here, and then you place the pixel ID right here. All right. The Facebook event name is going to be lead as selected, right? So you select lead. The value, you can write 10. So it's going to be $10 value, and you use dollar currency. That's totally fine. Then you click on save action and make sure that you have the access token in here as well. That's mandatory. I'm not going to do that right now because I don't want to generate an access token. But once you've done that, you click on publish or save rather, and then you can click on, yeah, right. I have an empty one right now, so I can't publish it, but make sure that you publish it. Once that is done, we're going to do another one as well. So we're going to create a new workflow. This time we're going to start from scratch as well, create new workflow. This time we're going to call it number 6, and we're going to call it for schedule, and then Facebook KPI, right? And the trigger again is going to be form submitted, but this time, so we're going to select form submitted, and then we are going to select we're going to write schedule form submitted. We're going to add filter, form is, and then you're going to select the calendar strategy session form, the one that you have in your calendar. Select that form, click on save trigger, and then under your action here, you're going to search for Facebook again, select the Facebook conversion API. You do the exact same thing here, okay? You have the exact same access token as in the lead one. You have your pixel ID, the exact same pixel ID. And instead of using lead here, you want to write schedule, okay? So you click on schedule, and then for value, you can write like 100 or something like that. And then you click on save. And right now I can't do that because I haven't put that in. Then you're going to click on save here, and then you're going to publish it, okay? So yeah, that's perfect. Once that is done, also what you can do is that you can go into settings, and then go into calendars, and then go into your calendar, click edit. And then if you go into, let's see here, confirmation, I think it is, you can place your pixel ID here as well. So definitely place your pixel ID here as well. Do that. And then also what I recommend that you do is to go into sites, then go into forms, and then you go into the free case study form, click on edit, make sure that you go into options, and then you can place your Facebook pixel ID here as well. And click on save. Very important that you click on save. Then you do the same thing for your other form as well, the calendar strategy session form. You go into here, go into options, and then place the pixel ID here as well. Also make sure that the on form submission, it's selected schedule right here as it should be, okay? And then you click on save or form saved, and then that's that essentially, right? So, okay, set up the new event. So now we've basically set everything up on the high level side of things. Now what you want to do, so we've created the new automation with the conversion APIs and high level. Now you want to connect it to Facebook and prioritize your aggregated event measurement. Add both lead and booked appointment. So now what you want to do is that you go back to the Facebook Business Manager, you go select your pixel, go back to overview right here. And then what you want to do is that you just want to, as you've added all of this, you've turned on the automations, everything is in place with everything with the pixel ID. You also have the code here from Facebook. You have everything implemented, right? What I recommend that you do is that you just do some tests for yourself. You sign up, like you go to your website, right? So you go to your website, and then you go to your funnel, and then you just sign up for this yourself, put in your name and your email, and you also go to the scheduling page and you do a booking or two for yourself as well. And make sure that when you're visiting this site, make sure that you can see the pixel on your website. Right now I don't see it because I haven't installed it on the site, but you should see your pixel right here. Make sure that you go through a booking, select the day and the time, answer the form, schedule the meeting, and do that. And either it's going to be immediate and you're going to see the events pop up here, and you should see a lead and a schedule and a page view event show up like this. And right now I don't have any scheduled event for maxpearson.com because I don't take on any scheduled appointments, but I have the lead event right here, right? So yes, basically what you want to do is that you want to see both lead and scheduled here. And once you have that, what you want to do is, and again, it can take a little bit of time because it's not immediate, because sometimes it takes a little bit of time for Facebook to get this updated, but it should be rather quick. As soon as you see the lead and scheduled being green, you can maybe even do this before, I'm not sure, but in best case scenario, wait until they're both green. Then you go into the aggravated event measurement, you click on configure web events, then you select your domain, and then you click on manage lead events and click on edit. And then what you want to do here is that you want to click on add events. So you want to have 2 of them. Highest priority, you want to select your pixel and then search for the scheduled one. So the scheduled one should be the highest priority, and then the lowest priority should be your pixel again, and then you search for lead right here. So it should look like this, okay? I'm not going to save this right now because I don't want to do it because I don't have the scheduled event, but this is what it should look like for you. So you should have 2 of them, then you click apply and you save, and then it's done essentially, right? So this is important because after the iOS 14 update, we need to do this essentially. So yeah, high level makes it super easy for us to accomplish this as well with the conversion API. It's normally you have to know how to build servers and how to do a bunch of technical stuff that I have no idea how to do. But since we have access to high level and they have the integration here in the automations, it makes it super simple. All right, so that's basically it. Now we've set up the events and you've gone through everything. And this took me a long time to learn and figure out, and I basically taught it to you in like 5 minutes here or something. So I hope you're stoked about that. Now you're definitely on the forefront when it comes to advertising. Not a lot of people knows how to do this. So that's pretty cool. The next thing we want to do is to set up some audiences. So set up audiences for all website visitors, Facebook engagement, and Instagram engagements. So basically, I'm going to explain what it is here in just a second. So you click here in the menu, you go to audiences, and then what you want to do is to simply go here, right? And you click on create audience, custom audience, and then you want to go to website first, click on next, and then you make sure that you have your pixel selected, all website visitors, 180 days, and then you just name this one all website visitors 180 days, like that, and then you click on create audience. So you do that. As you can see, I have mine here. It's right now it's populating. You also want to create another audience for let's see here, Facebook page. So click on next, and then you select your page right here. And everyone who is engaged with your page or ad in the past 180 days is more than enough, or 6 months. And this one you can call like Facebook engagements 180 days. Click on create audience. And then you also want to do one for Instagram essentially, right? So you can click on a custom audience, you go to Instagram accounts, you select your Instagram account, and then everyone who's engaged with this professional account with a post or with an ad, 180 days, and you call this one Instagram 180 days essentially. Click on create audience, as you can see right here. And then you can also do a final one if you want to. If you go to website, and since you have the Facebook conversion API in place right now, you can also do an event on the page view. So you can do a page view 180 days, and you can call this one page view event 180 days, and do that as well, and click on create audience. So you should have 4 audiences that looks like this. And this is going to take you some time to build up those audiences essentially, but these audiences is what you use for your retargeting essentially. So the sooner you can set up these audiences and set up everything up, even if you're not going to spend ads on retargeting right now, the better essentially. All right, so that's how you create the audiences. The next thing we want to do is to set up the actual retargeting campaign. So let's do that right now. And so yeah, and you can spend $5 to $10 per day. So this is very simple. You just go to the ads manager. Again, you click on the menu right here, and you go to ads manager. And then you want to click on create. And then what you want to do is to create a new campaign under leads. And then you can name this campaign retargeting conversions auto, okay? So it basically means that it's a retargeting campaign, it's conversions or leads, and we're auto bidding essentially, right? Then here you can click on skip ad sets and then click on continue. Once that is done, you will see, you can exit out of this, but you will see that this is green right now. So that means that it's in draft. And it's when something is in draft, you can just click on the blue button in the top right corner to review and publish. So I'm going to do that right now. So this campaign is now published essentially. And if I just update this, let's see here. All right, so here we have the conversion or the new campaign. I'm going to click into the campaign. So now you can see we have different tabs here. We have campaigns, ad sets, and ads. So the campaigns, this is basically where we select what type of campaign it's going to be. It's going to be a lead campaign or a conversions campaign. If we click into ad sets, this is where we do like the targeting and so forth. So what you can call this one, I normally call it like a V1 for version number 1, retargeting, and we can do, for example, we can name it the date, for example. So you can do the date right here, the month, day, and year, and then add, we can click on skip ad for now and then click continue. All right, once that is done, what we want to do is that you want to make sure that you have your website here selected. Conversion event, you want to select lead, right? And we've now set everything up with the Facebook conversion API, and we've set everything up with the aggregated event measurements. So that's everything that Facebook wants us to do. Then what you want to do is that you can select your daily budget here. So for example, you can do $5 per day. That's the minimum, I think it is. And you can do $5 on Meta and then $5 per day on the ad roll as well. And then what you want to do is scroll down here to custom audiences. And then you want to select your page view event, your Instagram engagements, your Facebook engagements, and also your all website visitors in here. And then you can select what country you want to do this, right? So either like if you have customers worldwide, you can just write like worldwide, but I don't think most people do. Let's say you're only going to do this in United States, let's say. So you can select the country here that you want to retarget in. Or you can do search for worldwide if you want to retarget everybody that has been to your website. You can use age here, right? When you do retargeting, I recommend just keeping it very broad. So just do 18 to 65, all genders, all languages, and all placements. Just keep it super simple. So we do it like that. And then when you go into, you can click into the actual ads here right now. So we clicked into, let me just reiterate, if we go back to the campaigns, I'll refresh the page. And then I click onto the retargeting campaign right here. And then we go into the ad set right here, and now we're under the ads, right? So now we can create a new ad. So this is where we create the ads, like what they're going to look like. So you can name this one ad number 1, for example, like that. Click on continue. And now you can create your first retargeting ad. And I'm not going to go into detail how to like write the ads right now. What I recommend that you do is that you create basically a retargeting campaign. Just keep in mind that everybody that starts to see those retargeting ads, they have already been to your website. So either you can do an image, or you can do like a video, record a simple video just with your iPhone. Just take up your iPhone, do a simple recording video, say like, hey, yeah, this is Max from ABC Agency. You're basically seeing this retargeting ad because you visited our website in the recent in recent times or whatever, right? And I just want to say to you that if you click this ad, you can go through and watch our free case study where I show you how to grow your gym business by utilizing YouTube ads in a very simple manner. It's a short video, takes you 5 minutes, and we learn a ton of valuable stuff, yada, yada, yada. Click the link below and I will see you on the other side, right? Something super simple like that. And use also the knowledge that I taught you inside of the copy module or copy video here in module 3 as well, right? And actually what I recommend, like, just see this as, you know, pretty much do an outreach message, but in ad format, right? So basically how you do your outreach message, just adjust it a little bit so that it fits your outreach message right now, right? So you just, here you write the primary text, here you write the headline, the description. So here you can write, hey, this is the main text, and then here is the headline, here is the headline, and the description, it's not mandatory to add, and then you can add the media right here. So I have some videos uploaded. I do some retargeting for this course to be able to reach more people. So I can just select this video right here, and then you can see what it looks like right here, right? And also what you need to do is that you need to add the link to your opt-in page. So you want to drive this traffic to your opt-in page in your funnel. So you want to copy this page, you want to scroll down, and then you want to go to the website here, website URL, copy paste, and then under tracking, you want to select your domain, and you also want to add app events. All right, and now you can see what it looks like, right? So here it is. You want to have better ad copy than this. Hey, this is the main text, obviously. But if I go into one of my retargeting campaigns for this course right now, we can go into here. I can show you what it looks like. So let's do one of those. I just started this retargeting campaign because why not? It's so cheap, and I want to reach as many people as I can. So here you can see what the ad looks like. 100% free SMMA course, how to start, run, and grow social media marketing agency course step by step, 0 experience required, 100% free SMMA course, 100% free community, 100% free weekly Q&A calls. Tap learn more below now to join the free SMMA course. Very simple, right? I basically call out what it is. I explain a little bit more what it is. I have some checkpoints. Here's what I'm offering, and here's the call to action. Click, and here's the video where I basically it's where I basically just talk about. Now the text here is looking weird, right? Because I'm previewing it. And then the headline is 100% free marketing agency course, and then I have the link to this course essentially that you're going through right now. But that's basically it. That's how you set up your first retargeting campaign. It's super simple to do. Just give this some thought, give this some ideas, you know, pushing some buttons. And this is what I mean, right? This is what I've been talking about through the entire course. Learning how to push those buttons. It's super simple to do. You can learn this in a video. You can learn this in a day by watching this video that have taken you like 30 minutes or 40 minutes or whatever it is. You've learned how to set up your first retargeting campaign, your Facebook conversion API, and all this tech stuff, right? It's super cool and yada, 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 right? But that's not the secret, right? The secret is what you write in the primary text, in your headline, and also what video you use, and where you drive them to, what's your offer, who is this ad for. So I hope that you start to realize this more and more as we continue right now. Just setting this up, it's super simple. Anybody from Fiverr can do this. Anybody can do this. You now know how to do this. The secret is what you write in the ad, what you say in the video ad, where do you drive them through, does your landing page say, what's your offer, the core fundamentals. That is the secret. That is the secret. I've been talking about this over and over and over again, because when you get your fundamentals right, that's when your ads are going to work like crazy, all right? So let's see here. Let's go into the keynote again. So that's basically meta. Set up your retargeting campaign, spend $5 to $10 per day. Once you're done with everything here again, you can just click on review and publish, and you launch your campaign, and then it's going to take a couple of days, and then it's pretty much ready to go. Super simple. All right, so that's how you launch your retargeting campaign on Meta. Now let's continue to ad roll. So ad roll. Ad roll. Basically, what ad roll is that it allows you in a very easy way to do the Google Display Network ads, which I highly recommend. You can also sign up directly with the Google Ads Manager. I just think it's easier, and I still use ad roll to this day to do the Google Display Network retargeting. So we're going to sign up with ad roll. Very simple to do. You're going to install the pixel on your website plus your funnel. We're going to set up a payment method. We're going to design your ads. Either you're going to hire a freelancer to design the banner ads for you, or you can utilize Creative, which I use, that I'm going to show you in this video. And then you can launch your campaign, upload your ads, and launch your first ad roll retargeting campaign. Super simple. So let's do this now. The first thing you want to do is go to adroll.com. I'm going to close all of these other tabs. This is what it looks like. It's super simple. You basically click on get started, and then you just go through the sign up process, I assume. I am not going to sign up because I already have an account, but you go through this, and yeah, I will see you on the inside. All right, so once you've signed up, you're most likely going to be taking through like a setup process. They will ask you to set up the pixel. And as you go through this process, you will get a code. And as you get that code, you will know most likely what to do with it. So you're going to log into basically your high level account, so app.personads.com. In my case, you're going to go into your sub account here as well again. Then you're going to go into the sites. You're going to go into the VSL funnel, you're going to go into settings, and then you're going to place the ad roll code underneath the Facebook pixel code, right? So you basically go through that process. If you want to find that pixel code again, you can go to audiences here, go to website, and then you want to go to right here somewhere. Let's see where the pixel is. yeah, view pixel, right? So you can click on this button right here, you can view the pixel and get the code there as well. And then you just install the pixel right here. Super duper simple. All right, let's go back to the instructions. Yeah, so you signed up with Adroll, you added the pixel, and now you want to add the payment method as well. You just go into the settings, and then you go into payment methods right here, and you just add a new payment method. You add your credit card, and then it's good to go, right? Also very simple to do. Now, what you need to do is to design the ads. So either you can hire a freelancer to design your ads from Fiverr, or you can design your own ads very easily using createapie.com. So let me show you both alternatives. You can go to Fiverr, and then here you can just search for like Adroll. So if you go to here, you will see a ton of different people. I will plan, create, and manage, optimize your Adroll campaigns. We don't really want to do that. We want to find something like this. I will design banner ads for Google AdWords or Adroll. So let's say I go into, yeah, let's see here. We're gonna, this guy. I think actually this is the guy that I've used in the past. Let's see here. Yeah, exactly. So what you can do with this gig is essentially basic. They're going to give you, yeah, the premium. It's actually quite expensive. Let's see if I can find somebody else. But I've used this one personally in the past. Let's say we take this guy, for example. So premium, you're gonna get 20 sized Google banner ads, one design included. So that's what we're going to, that's what we want essentially, right? You can see what the banner ads look like here. He's basically going to do the same variation, but for just different sizes. So that is what we want. So you can either hire him and tell him exactly that you're going to use this for Adroll. You can tell him what images you want in there and also what text you want in there. So you can either do that. The other alternative is to utilize a tool called Createapie. And the pricing for this, let us check the pricing. This is what I use, because you're going to be able to, you're basically going to use and design banner ads for your clients as well. So you're actually saving yourself quite a bit of money if you utilize a tool like Createapie to, because yeah, it's a pricing. Let me see if I can go to pricing page. Yeah, here we go. Automate is the one that you need. So it's $35 per month. And yeah, if you pay monthly though, it's going to be $45 per month. So if either you can pay just a Fiverr gig once and get your own ads, but as you start to get more clients and you actually create more designs continuously, I highly recommend Createapie. So now I'm just going to log into my account here real quick. All right, so now I'm logged into my Createapie account, and if I just go into a design set here, this is one that I created for this free course just like one day ago. You can see that they give you, it's a very easy way to design your own ads. So you can upload, yeah, I can show you. You basically click and drag. So you have a headline here. I can adjust the headline right here. And if I click on the button, I can change the content of the button right here. And if I want to change the description, I can do that right here. If I want to change the color of this rectangle right here, I can change the color right here, right? And so it's very simple. If I just click on exit here, I can see how simple it is to create a new design. So what we want to do here is we want to click on create in the top right, and we want to create a custom design set. And then we want to select display and click select display. And then what you want to do here is that you can just select a set here that you like. So for example, here we have one. This is one that I use, right? So if I just click in on this one, it's very, very simple to do. So here you can see we have an image. So if I want to change this image right here, I can just upload replace from my computer right here, and I can upload a new image. Very, very simple. I can also change the headline right here, so to whatever I want to. And as soon as you're done, what also you can do is that you can click on animator and you can create those HTML5 ads very simply. So yeah, this looks awesome. I can click apply and use. And then what you can do is that you can click on download. You download the PNG version, click on download, and then it's going to download it. And now we're just gonna keep that downloading, and there it is, it's downloaded. And then what we do is that we go back into Adroll, and then you go into the campaigns, we go social and display ads. So as soon as you have your ads, you want to do this. And actually before I do this, you want to go into settings as well. So go into settings first, then you go into, let's see here, advertiser profiles. Then you want to go into your own profile. So right here, you can see mine at the bottom. You want to click on the edit button right here. You want to make sure that the website URL is the URL of your landing page, essentially. Okay, so make sure that this is your landing page, meaning thepersonads.com, in my case, training. Because if somebody click on the ad, we want them to be taken to this page. So make sure that you have your URL right there. Then we can go back to home. And then we want to create your first campaign. So yeah, okay, social and display campaigns. Then you can click on create for a new campaign. And then what we want to do is you want to select retargeting, click on next. You only want to do a web retargeting campaign. And we click on continue. Then we're going to click schedule. We want to keep this as is. Choose web settings, keep this as is. Configure ad group 1, keep this as is, and select your audience right here. So you can click on choose. Then you want to select your audiences right here. So all visitors, 120 days. You might have, it might say 30 days for you. And I'm going to show you in a second how to change that, but you want to select your biggest audiences right here. Click on choose. Then what you want to do is to select your ads. So you want to click on choose, or let's see here. You don't want to do that. You want to click on upload. Then what you want to do is that you want to open up the ads that you just downloaded, right? So here I have the ads downloaded from Creatify. I have the different sizes right here. You just select all of them and you drag and drop them into here. I'm not going to do that right now because I don't want to upload them into your account, but you upload them right here. As soon as they're updated, you click on select budget. You can select $5 or $10 or however much you want to spend per day. Once that is done, you just click on done and then you launch it. And then you have your ad roll retargeting campaign up and running, right? So that's pretty much it. I'm not going to finish this now, but that's how you launch your ad roll retargeting campaign as well. So for now, let's go back to the keynote. So yeah, that's quite a bit to go through, and I went through everything in this video. But if you need to rewatch this video, definitely rewatch this video. But I covered everything in this: how to sign up, the ad account, the Facebook page, Instagram page, the pixel, the verify the domain, verify the business, add the payment method, set up the new event, set up audiences, set up the high-level automations for the Facebook conversion API, set up the retargeting campaign on Meta. We've also signed up with AdRoll. We've designed the ads, we've set up the pixel, we've set up the payment, we designed the ads as mentioned, and we launched your campaign. So this is step-by-step how you launch your first retargeting campaign. I hope you're stoked. Yeah, and I hope that you will enjoy this value that you get from this video, and I hope that you will make a ton of money from this as well. And make sure to post a win in the community when you get your first retargeting campaign up and running, and also let us know as you get more clients. Obviously keep us up to date, because now in this portion of the course, now we're getting closer to like starting to close those clients, right? So definitely make sure to start to post your wins in the community and inspire others when you start to land your clients. We want to see wins in the community. We want to see people share their wins, how many clients you've closed this month or this week. Right, so definitely share your wins. It's very appreciated, because that's how we inspire other people, essentially. Summary, okay. Meta Business Manager, sign up, install everything, and launch your first retargeting campaign. AdRoll, sign up with AdRoll and to launch your first Google Display Network retargeting campaign. And congratulations, you now have your first retargeting campaign in place. And now you're also complete with module number 3. And if you've implemented everything, you've started your organic outreach, you're doing outreach the new way. I hope that you do as well, at least. You started your organic outreach, you've started to land maybe your first client event, you've started your targeting, and now you're well on your way to, you have your plan for the next coming 90 days to reach out to at least 25 people every single day and follow up with every other conversations. You're keeping track of everybody in the tracking sheet. And now you can just dig into this, just do this, just dumb yourself down, don't think too much, just do 25 new outreaches every single day for 90 days, Monday through Saturday, and you are going to have those 5 to 7 first clients within 90 days. And if you also add on this retargeting, now it's just gonna make it a lot easier as well. So, hope you enjoy this. Make sure that you subscribe, follow along on Instagram as well. Share the course. Let's start a revolution and change people's lives together. And also for today's quote from the King Muhammad Ali, the will must be stronger than the skill. The will must be stronger than the skill. So true, right? Let's get to work. Super pumped. So hope you're excited as well. And I will see you in module number 4, where we will talk about sales. I will see you there.